I've done a video before about how in the early 70s, Marvel Comics set up a London office with a view to creating Marvel UK and started producing titles following the lines of British comics. British comics, unlike American comics, were A4 sized, printed in black and white, apart from the covers, or if you are lucky, maybe one or two colours on the centre spread, and anthology, all right? And they produced a line of comics from the very early 70s, starting off with Mighty World of Marvel, then you had a Spider-Man title, you had an Avengers title, you had a Conan title, and then when we got around to 78, we had Star Wars, and that continued through until the 80s, and it was always the same format. Colour covers, 2 or 3 titles inside, all in black and white. And as I said in my previous video, that's why it's very strange to me now to look back at comics that came out in the 70s, Marvel I'm talking about, not DC. DC are a complete different story. To actually see the artwork in colour, especially Star Wars, to read a Star Wars comic in colour, it seems very strange because this is what we had. We had black and white artwork. And I think if I went back and I looked at any Gene Colan Dracula story in colour, it would be really quite startling, I think. So yeah, you would have 4 or 5 pages of one strip, and then it would just be cut. Of course, this is a reprint from the American comics. It would just stop, and then you'd go on to another story, 3, 4, 5 pages, stop. And then, I mean, that's a strange bit of page. Oh, let me turn it. Can I turn it? That is odd. Look, this should be over there. Look, not an awful lot of care. Look, there you go. Mighty World of Marvel featuring the Incredible Hulk. When was this? Can't see the date, but that might be cashing in on the old TV show. Tiger the Werewoman. All right, so that's how it was, and as I say, that's how it was for a good 10 years. Not sure when it stopped. There you go. Look, Avengers had merged. That's a very British tradition as well. Merge 2 titles when one title was not doing so well. Avengers and Savage Sword of Conan. Down here you've got Planet of the Apes. So yeah, and that's how it was for over 10 years. Sometimes you've got natty little masks at the back. And that's always how it was. A4, multiple strips, colour covers, black and white. Right, that's how it was. With one exception, in 1975, and I remember this, in 1975, they came out with a new title called The Titans. And very strange. I've got to look into it. I don't know the thinking of this, but it was to actually, instead of having A4 portrait, A4 landscape with the staples down the side. This is issue 1, October 25th, 1975. Can clearly remember buying this back then when I was 13 and just finding it all a bit odd. I haven't owned this comic since 1975. My friend Ian, who I do a lot of podcasting with, when we were doing one of the Patreon things on comics, he was saying, nobody kept comics because what are you going to do with them? You've already read it. You would throw it away because you've got nowhere of keeping them. Anyway, you've read that and you move on to your next one. That was the thinking back then. That's why comics from back in the 60s, 70s are so sought after now. People chucked them away. So I haven't looked inside this yet. I bought it off of eBay and it's just arrived. Really good condition, and it comes with its free gift, which I'll look at in a minute. Haven't seen this since 1975, so let's have a look. Let's see what of a mix we've got. Fabulous first issue, beginning the adventures of the world's greatest heroes. All right, how many of those in this image are in here? Also, another thing that Marvel UK used to do was they would come up with new artwork. for the title. Sometimes, and this Dracula one might be one of them. That doesn't look like an American cover to me. That might just be a panel blow up. And sometimes they did cut and paste to create covers. Anyway, let's have a look. Free, a full colour poster just for you. That was always a tradition with British comics as well. The first 1, 2, 3 issues, you had a free gift. The idea being someone would buy it because there's a free gift, and hopefully those free gifts would be the hook to get you into buying the issues when the gifts stop. I was kind of expecting an introduction from Stan the Man. He always had a little soapbox thing, and written as if he lived in the UK. Of course he didn't. I think it was ghost written by Des Skin. So here we go, the Inhumans with Jack Kirby art, of course. Again, if I look at a Jack Kirby Fantastic Four in colour, it seems weird because to me this is how it was, and I think we had a bit of a luxury thing here in that we can see the original artwork before colouring, you know. So yeah, I'm going to read this later, but I skipped a page and immediately I'm into a new story because that ends there, and we have the origin of Captain America. So Jack Kirby again. All right. Oh, there's a good thing. The superheroes, I'd forgotten to mention that one. Spider-Man Comics Weekly, and the two we've already seen. All right. I wonder if this is going to be all Jack Kirby. Yep, there he is again. Nick Fury. We might be... there we go. It's not saying it's from Stan, but we have a ball pen or ball pen. All right. Now, we're back to Gene Colan, who we were just talking about on Dracula Lives. Gene Colan with the Chronicles of Namor, the Submariner or Submariner. What do you think? I'll say Submariner. It's always been Submariner for me. Fun, fun, fun. Oh, this is joke things you can post off and get. Buy stamps. Still Gene Colan. Continued. And I think this must be the last one. Captain Marvel. Who's the artist? That's Don Heck. Oh, that looks a bit Don Heck. Yep, Captain Marvel. To me, this is Captain Marvel. I grew up on Captain Marvel with his natty helmet and his like satin image on his chest. Okay, that's got to be the last one. Got to be. Yep, there's another Dracula Lives there. Yeah, see, that's Captain Marvel to me, and always in black and white. It took ages before I realised that that was a green and white uniform. Okay. Oh, look, there we go. There's Stan. And it looks like he was going to be doing a personal appearance at the Roundhouse. Visit the Marvel Art Exhibition of the original work. Oh, I wonder what was there. All right, so that's it. I'm going to look forward to reading that later on. I think I had that annual. Didn't have the other two. £1 each. Yeah, I think they were too expensive for me. So we'll finish off by looking at the free gift. It's rare to get free gifts. So let's have a go. Free poster. And this is one of those posters that were always happening with Marvel UK, where it becomes like a collage, if you like, of different characters by different artists. And yeah, that's quite a mix going on here. Conan next to the Ghost Rider. When are you ever going to see Disney Plus Marvel series when you get all these in. Blimey, look at that. Don't think this will be going up on my wall. That's really good condition. I mean, it looks like there's been blue tack on there before, but it's not ripped at all or anything. Let's pull right back so you can see it. Very nice. So yeah, there you go. This is just like a supplement video to the one that I did before. I can't even remember if I mentioned the Titans in the last one, but there you go. That was the Titans.